All right, everyone. We're going to continue on with interquartile range and outliers, IQR and outliers. So in the part one of this video, we identified the IQR, the interquartile range. We did that already. So in this video, we're going to identify any outliers. Okay, that's what we're going to do here. So I added here a note. Let me change the ink. That the lower fence is what we're using. There's a lower fence and an upper fence, okay? The lower fence is quartile 1, or in our case, what we've been using is lower quartile, minus interquartile range times 1.5. Okay, that's the formula to find the lower fence. Okay? The formula to find the upper fence is quartile 3, or upper quartile, which is what I've been using, plus interquartile range times 1.5. Okay? So these formulas are what we're going to use in order to find the outliers of each data set. And we found the interquartile range, IQR, in part one of these videos. Okay, so let's go ahead and use this formula. Lower fence we said was lower quartile minus inner quartile range times 1.5. So let's go ahead and find those numbers now. The lower quartile was 15, right here. So 15 minus the interquartile range we found right here is 7.5 times 1.5. Okay? So we just got to multiply 7.5 times 1.5, which is 11.25, minus 15, which is 3.75. Okay, that's our lower fence. I'm going to go to our graph here. 3.75. Erase that. I'm going to do this. That's our lower fence. Okay? Upper fence we said was upper quartile plus inner quartile range times 1.5. So our upper quartile is right here, 22.5. Plus interquartile range again, 7.5 times 1.5. Make sure we did that right. Yep. So, do we have to do this calculation again? Interquartile range times 1.5? No, because look, we did it already once. We know already that's going to be 11.25. So, let's keep going. 22.5 plus 11.25, which gives us 33.75. Okay, that's our upper fence. That's our upper fence. Okay? So, your lower fence and upper fence, what that means is that if you have data, and I'll use this color here, this is our minimum point of our data right here. So that means any data that falls over here, falls lower than the lower fence, that would be an outlier. Now if we look at our upper fence, it's here at 33.75. That's our upper fence. Do we have a point in the data set, which we had in the previous video, in the data set that is above the upper fence? We do, right here. 60, that maximum. So that means out of all the data set for the quick change shop, if we had more times like here and here, that's normal. That falls within our data set, falls within our ranges. It wouldn't be anything too dramatic. But we have 1 point, a maximum, that is past the upper fence, right here. 60 is bigger than 33.75. That means we have one outlier. One outlier. "60 minutes in our data set." Okay? Now we're going to do the other one. Okay, so now for the speedy oil shop, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did. We're going to take our formulas, and I'm just going to copy them. Put them here. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on this data. The lower quartile for this speedy oil shop was 28. Minus the interquartile range, 22, times 1.5. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and multiply 22 times 1.5, 33. So 28 minus 33 is -5. That's our lower fence. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and calculate the upper fence. So we're going to do the upper quartile, which was 50, plus interquartile range times 1.5, which we already know is 33. And this makes our upper fence 83. Okay, so we're going to go to our data set. 83. All right, and now looking at this data, do we have any outliers that go below the lower fence over here? No, we don't, because our smallest data, or our minimum, is 5. But if we look on the upper fence, check it out. Just like in the other data set, we have our maximum goes right beyond the upper fence, just by 2 at 85. Okay, so we have a similar answer. It's a minor change at 85. We have one outlier at 85 minutes in our data set. Now, if you look at the outliers, if you look at this one here at 85, but the upper fence was 83. And you look at this one here at 60, but the upper fence was 33.75. Which one would you rather go to? Would you rather go to quick change shop, where this is the range of data of times that you may experience, 3.75 minutes to 33.75 minutes, with one person who had to wait 60 minutes right here? They're the outlier. Or would you rather go... So, negative 5 minutes doesn't exist. Let's be honest. But, or we go to Speedy Oil Shop, which is, the time ranges from 5 minutes to 83 minutes, or actually say 0 minutes, which is like not going at all, to 83 minutes, where the outlier is just 2 minutes later at 85. So it seems to me that Speedy Oil is more consistent with their times. So it's basically, what, an hour and a half they range in time compared to these guys. So it's like you could take a chance here, and chances are you might get done sooner because it's from, 3 minutes to 33 minutes, unless you're this unlucky person here. Or you can go here where it usually ranges from anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour and a half. That's on the regular. Okay? So, that's it. Hopefully this was clear. If you have any further questions, please let me know. And thanks for watching. Peace.